Chapter 4. The Lantern That Sings in the Rain. There is a particular kind of quiet the tavern keeps before dawn. Not silence. No, silence is too still for a place like this. The Wandering Tavern breathes, always, softly, slowly, as though its ancient timbers dream right alongside the souls who rest within its walls. On that morning, long before the sun even considered rising, I felt the tavern shudder in its bones. Not from danger, not from cold, but from a child's fear. Sella, the girl who carried a storm. I set down the mug I'd been polishing. I suspect I've been polishing the same one for centuries, and listened carefully. The tremor ran along the floorboards like a quiet plea. Arinya, too, woke with a start. She always did when the tavern whispered something urgent through the beams. "Lion," she murmured, appearing at the end of the bar, hair tousled, lantern in hand. Her storm, it's changing. Aye, I said softly, and shaking the rafters with it. I gestured gently towards Sella's room. Go, I told her. She needs you before the storm swallows her dream whole. Arinya nodded, determined, tired, but steady, always steady when it mattered, and I followed gently behind. I am the tavern's keeper, yes, but I am also its witness. The moment we entered Sella's room, the air changed, not with lightning, not with thunder, but with music. A faint, trembling melody hummed through the shadows, a sound like raindrops singing to one another. It drifted from Arinya's lantern, soft and silver. The storm singer sat beside Sella's bed, her palm resting gently on the girl's shoulder. She hadn't slept all night. I could see it in the heavy lines beneath her eyes. She's drifting deeper, the storm singer whispered, into the Stormfields. I felt the tavern creak at her words. I hated losing anyone to a storm's dark echo. Arinya stepped closer to the bed. Lantern lifted. The flame inside had changed, pale silver at its edges, pulsing in time with Sella's heartbeat. She's calling you, the storm singer murmured. Me? Arinya breathed. Yes, the storm trusts you. A rare gift, a dangerous one, but a gift all the same. The lantern began to glow brighter in Arinya's hands, soft, warm, inviting. The tavern groaned, its old wooden spine bending around the moment. I laid a hand along the wall. Easy, old friend, I whispered to it. She's not going alone. I saw the storm singer's shoulders sag. Relief, fear, hope, all tangled together, and for a moment she looked her true age, not in years, but in burdens. Arinya, she said softly, that lantern can open a path. Go gently, and do not let her face the heart of her storm alone. Arinya nodded, brave soul, and then the lantern unfurled. Light spilled from Arinya's lantern across the floor, not in a blaze, but in a soft shimmer, like moonlight reflected in puddles. It gathered, rippled, and shaped itself into a doorway. The storm singer bowed her head. "The Stormfields listen," she said. "Enter." I placed a hand on Arinya's back, steadying her, grounding her. "Return to us, and bring the girl with you." Arinya stepped through the doorway, and the tavern dimmed behind her. The moment Arinya crossed over, the lantern, which had remained partly anchored to our world, reflected the shape of the Stormfields for me. I could not enter, but I could see. A realm of gentle rain, a sky the color of soft grief, hills made not of earth, but of memories, and there a small silhouette stood in the mist. Sella, arms wrapped around herself, trying so hard, so very hard, not to break. Arinya approached her with all the tenderness she kept hidden from herself. "Sella," she called softly. When the girl turned around, the entire Stormfield rippled. The storm wasn't angry. It wasn't wild. It was lonely. I can't stop it." Arinya knelt beside her. "You don't have to stop it," she said. "You only have to let me walk with you." Lightning flickered far off in the dream horizon, but it did not strike. It listened, and the storm softened, listened, leaned toward the warmth of Arinya's hand in Sella's. My heart, old, scarred, weather-beaten as it is, clenched at the sight. Storms are not meant to be fought, only understood. The lantern vibrated in my hands, its flame brightening. "The path is opening," the storm singer murmured beside me. "They're returning." A moment later, the doorway shimmered back into being, and Arinya stepped through, with Sella clinging gently to her side. The girl's stormlight flickered softly around her, no longer surging, no longer trying to break her, simply shimmering, like small glowing raindrops drifting upward. She blinked at me, tired, dazed, but safe. I didn't break," she whispered. "No, little one," I said, kneeling so my eyes met hers. "You shone." She smiled then, a small, fragile sunrise, and leaned into the storm singer's waiting arms. The tavern exhaled a deep, resonant breath. Its walls warmed, its lanterns brightened just a touch. We were whole again, for now. When Arinya hung her lantern back on its hook, we both noticed the new streak of silver circling the flame. A piece of Sella's storm, transformed, no longer frightening. "Her storm trusts you now," I said. Arinya placed a gentle hand on the lantern's glass. "And I trust her," she murmured. The storm singer touched Arinya's shoulder, voice as soft as moonlight rain. "Tomorrow the storm will ask more of you." Arinya took a long breath. "I'll be ready," And I believed her. The tavern settled around us then, warm, safe, humming with quiet pride. Sella slept. The storm singer finally rested. Arinya breathed deep and steady. And I, the old lion, keeper of this wandering refuge, watched over them all until dawn traced its first pale light across the horizon. Because storms do not frighten me, not anymore, not when I have watched so many hearts learn to weather their own. And because this tavern, my home, my sanctuary, goes wherever the healing is needed, and I go with it, always.